Hi everyone, Lena here with North Jersey Gardening. So I showed you this area before. It was all newly dug up, and I had added a whole mix of garden soil and potting mix and all kinds of amendments to this area. And I had a whole bunch of seedlings. I had to expand this area because I still had seedlings growing in containers and I was running out of room. So I got this addition worked on the last week or so, and it's finally finished. And I finally planted everything else that was in containers. What else do I have? I think I have the baby black eggplant, what do they call, black eggplants, still in containers that are growing slowly. So that's all I have left in containers. Everything else went in the ground in this edition. So right there I have all the cucumbers, a mix of straight 8 and regular cucumbers that I got from my dad as seeds. They're all along the edge right there. They're wilting a little bit. It's the middle of the day right now, but they have enough water in the ground to keep them going. So these are all the cucumbers. I'm hoping they will do great because I lost most of the cucumbers I had planted last month. Right on the side here, I have a couple of beans, blue lake beans growing, along with another one by this post here. I think actually I have two. One is smaller than the other one, but they're growing nicely. I'll keep an eye on them. I have a bunch of blue lake beans also growing dispersed throughout the garden, but I have a lot of bugs enjoying them and eating from them. I have to protect them better. But right next to the cucumbers, right in the middle of the addition, I have the amaranth, the rest of the amaranth, all dispersed in the garden here. I'm hoping they like a lot of sun because this is the sunniest spot. They're going to be getting a whole bunch of sun all there. And I like the difference in colors, the contrast. The burgundy with the green. A lot of brown right now with the ground. Oh, this guy and the little like chicken pottery thing is the mammoth sunflower. I had him at the other side of the house. He was growing, not getting a lot of sun, so he was a little bit stunted. So just today I put him in this area here. He'll get a lot more sun and hopefully he'll catch up to his sibling mammoth sunflowers. He's another one here growing, doing nicely. And actually one more right there that I moved also. He was growing on the other side, not getting much sun right there. So here it's the sunniest spot, so I'm hoping they will catch up to the other big guy. Oh my god, the one that's getting the most sun that I had planted early enough, getting a couple of hours more sun a day, is doing so much better than these guys. I'll show you that one in a second. But right there I have a citrus tree. I'm not sure what it is, some kind of citrus. I was experimenting years ago growing from seeds, so I'm not even sure I'm gonna get any fruit from him, but I'm gonna be taking care of him in the winter time, covering up and keeping him warm so he doesn't die down. But I promised I wasn't gonna buy any more containers or pots, and I needed a container for something, so I took this guy, the citrus, out of his container to use it for something else, and I put him in the ground to see how that will go. And he's getting some unbelievable growth. He didn't go into any transplant shock, so I'm happy with that, but he has all kinds of side branches growing, so I'm happy with that. He's doing nicely. He's loving the sun. Again, this is the sunniest spots around here, so we'll see how he does. So this is the newest edition. I'm very happy with it. I have the little black eggplants, about maybe 7 or 8. A couple of them are really small. I'm not sure if they're gonna make it, but I'm gonna squeeze those in there also. Let me show you what I have here. These Black Beauty eggplants also. I planted from seed. I sowed from seed. Let me see, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4, actually 5, 6 on the other side also. Again, they're wilting because it's the middle of the day. It's quite hot right now, about 89 degrees, 88 degrees. But they'll do better once the sun sets a little bit. They'll recover. But they're doing well. And right here, I have the tomato that I was gonna actually throw out because he was the runt of the bunch. But I said, you know, it's one more tomato to take care of after I planted everything else in the ground. And he is doing so well in the container he was in, and then I put him in the ground. He's probably like more than doubled in size since I put him in the ground, like not even 5 days ago. It's crazy. So we'll see, maybe he'll give me some tomatoes at the end of the season, once the other guys are all done. Here's more amaranth and more Black Beauty eggplant. Alright, let me bring you over to this other edition I added before this one. This is a little raised garden bed I did not long ago. I have eggplants in there, right by the hosta. So it looks like this one's doing really well. This is a white eggplant, along with a couple others. They're doing okay. And on the border over there, I have the gray zucchini. They're a type of zucchini that they're not really gray, but that's what they're called. A little bit green speckled, but they grow not too big, like maybe about 4 or 5 inches, and you can use them for like stuffed zucchini recipes and things like that. They're really delicious. So they're doing really nicely here. Gray zucchini. These were like 2 root bound together. I couldn't separate them without damaging their roots, so I left them together. But as I put them in the ground, I kind of leaned one to the right and one to the left, so they're doing okay. There's a decent amount of room for them to grow here, so hopefully it won't be overcrowded. We'll see how that goes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gray zucchini plants, interspersed with some white eggplants, and right at the edge here are the crimson sweet watermelons with a couple of okras. And these are actually doing the best, the ones that are in the container, these okras, again because they love the heat, and then maybe the container is heavy cement. It retains heat even more, so I think it loves that. But this is one of the sunniest spots also. Let me scooch on over this way. I want to show you the other mammoth sunflower right there. He is by far, I've never had success with sunflowers, but this guy in this spot, he gets a couple more hours of sunlight, direct sunlight, than the other sunflowers, and he is growing so nicely. Nice thick stem on him, my goodness. Right there you can see. And I don't know what the ants are doing, but they're climbing, and I don't know if they're going to collect aphids or what on sunflowers, but I have to keep an eye on this also. But this is the top, and I have a whole bunch of new leaves forming, and I'm hoping the sunflower will come out soon. But yeah, this guy is doing the best between all the sunflowers I'm growing. And he was a tiny little baby not long ago, and he overshot the apricot that I'm disappointed in. Looks like it's another unsuccessful planting of that. We'll see. I'll keep until next year, see what happens. Yeah, but the mammoth sunflower was like down to the bottom here not long ago, and all of a sudden he shot up, and he's right past the apricots tree. Very nice. I'm loving it. Alright, you guys, I'll keep you updated some more. Hope you guys are doing great with your gardening and enjoying your lives. I'll keep you updated. Take care. Bye-bye.